she call me Mr. M-O-M-E-N-T. She pray she never miss a moment. M-O-M-E-N-T. Call me up like I when you want.
Than a decade after the New York Giants drafted Odell Beckham Jr. with the 12th overall pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, he's officially back in New York after years of injury, team changes, and questions about whether he still belonged in the league. Odell has signed with the Giants in hopes of writing one final chapter with the franchise, where
is Odell gonna have his original jersey number?
It all began.
I know bro wearing it,
but his return got me thinking about the 11 players selected before him in the 2014 NFL Draft. Some became stars, some became massive disappointments. A few put together long and successful careers, while two may eventually find themselves in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. So today, we're looking back at 11 players drafted before Odell Beckham Jr. and what happened to each of their
player of all time. But you got to know, if anybody does anything amazing in New York, it's going to get elevated because, bro, that's the biggest population. That's the most populated city. It's the biggest city in the country, right? So, and the media obviously knows that, and they use that. Plus, a lot of things in New York is influential what goes on in the rest of the country. You have to give them credit for that, right? So, if somebody's a star in that market, they're a star in the biggest market, and they're going to go crazy. That's why that New York Knicks ring, you're going to hear about this for the next 10 years, next 15 years. Probably more than you heard about a lot of their rings. Like, probably more than you heard about the OKC ring. Matter of fact, you are more than the OKC ring because it's just that market. So the Odell catch and him being a very marketable guy just led to him cooking.
NFL careers.
With the first pick in the 2014 NFL Draft,
now to watch the Brady doc.
The Houston Texans select Jadeveon Clowney.
This was the pick at the time. Shout out to bro, but went on to be a solid NFL player. Did not live up to the hype though. People thought Clowney was going to be generational, and he was not generational. Looking back at it, if we were to obviously redraft, it's a lot of hindsight. Aaron Donald would go first in this draft.
Defensive end, South Carolina.
First player taken. With the first overall pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans selected Jadeveon Clowney. Coming out of South Carolina, Clowney was viewed as one of the most talented defensive prospects in recent memory. His combination of size, speed, and athleticism made him a nightmare for opposing offenses, and many scouts believed he had the potential to become one of the NFL's next great pass rushers. Unfortunately, injuries slowed him down early in his career, as he appeared in just 4 games as a rookie, while Clowney never developed into the dominant sack.
Bro, yeah, bro. A lot of people, there's a misconception about Clowney. People saying they made his life, or like they made his career about that one tackle, or he was hyped off that one play. No, Clowney was a very hyped prospect before that. He was getting hyped before that. That just took him over to the moon, though. Like, you seen the skills and the traits in college before that, but that play just like, oh, hold on, this is insane.
Artist many expected, he still put together a very productive NFL career. Across 11 seasons, he recorded 66.5 sacks, earned 3 Pro Bowl selections, and established himself as one of the league's best run defenders. After spending the first 5 seasons of his career in Houston, Clowney bounced around the NFL, suiting up for the Seahawks, Titans, Browns, Ravens, Panthers, and Cowboys. Most recently, he played for Dallas during the 2025 season, where he proved he still had something left in the tank by recording 8.5 sacks. As of today, he's a free agent, weighing his options for the next chapter of his NFL career. Looking back, Clowney may not have become the superstar many envisioned when he was drafted first overall, but he still managed to put together a long and successful NFL career.
A very, very successful NFL career. And honestly, I think that like his highlight tape made me for sure. I think that this video kind of it don't give Clowney as much credit as like how good of an NFL player he became. He just didn't become generational. He got out of there fast, but Clowney was a really good run defender. One of his weaknesses early was he couldn't get to the passer, or he'll get there. It was too late. He didn't have pass rushing speed early in his career, but then guess what? Later on, he developed that. So Clowney's been a good, a solid player.
Second pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the St. Louis Rams select Greg Robinson, tackle, Auburn.
I don't remember Greg Robinson doing anything. This nigga good.
Second player taken. With the second pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the St. Louis Rams selected Greg Robinson. Coming out of Auburn, Robinson was considered one of the best offensive line prospects in the entire draft. His size, strength, and athleticism made him an appealing choice for a Rams team looking to solidify their offensive line for years to come. Unfortunately, Robinson never developed into the franchise left tackle the Rams were hoping for. He struggled with consistency throughout his career and was often criticized for his pass protection. After spending 4 seasons with the Rams, Robinson was traded to the Detroit Lions before later joining the Cleveland Browns. In total, Robinson started in 61 games across 6 NFL seasons. He never earned a Pro Bowl selection and failed to live up to the expectations that come with being the second overall pick. By 2019, Robinson was out of the league at just 27 years old. Looking back, Robinson is widely regarded as one of the biggest draft busts of the 2010s and one of the biggest misses from the loaded 2014 NFL draft class.
With the third pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Blake Bortles.
I remember this nigga really thought he was going to the Texans. If I wanted to, I'll pull a video, but I'm not going to do it. During his pro day, his dad came and talked to him. Yeah, the Texans are here. They're looking. Bro, we're not picking you, nigga. Go fuck yourself. Hell no.
Quarterback, Central Florida.
Well, there you have.
Third player taken. With the third overall pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars selected Blake Bortles. After a standout career at UCF, Bortles entered the draft as one of
Even know what you talking about.
the top quarterback prospects available and was viewed as the player who could finally solve Jacksonville's long-standing issues at the position.
Let me finish this video. Bro, you honestly, bro, you know ball, you just listen to certain people say something. I get what them NBA niggas say. The NBA niggas like, bro, I can see, all I need to see is a nigga dribble 2 times to tell if he can really play. I just gotta hear you say a couple things to know. You dead ass don't know what you're talking about.
Bortles became the Jaguars' full-time starter during his second season and actually put together a few productive years. In 2015, he threw for over 4,400 yards and 35 touchdowns.
Bortles over the middle, touchdown! Allen Hurns and the Jags.
Earning his first and only Pro Bowl alternate selection. 2 years later, he helped lead Jacksonville to the AFC Championship game, where the Jaguars came within a few plays of reaching the Super Bowl. Despite those flashes of success, Bortles struggled with consistency throughout his career. Turnovers, accuracy issues, and uneven play eventually led the Jaguars.
That nigga sucked, bro. I don't care about none of that shit. That nigga was not good. They thought this nigga was gonna be a big man type of prospect because he's a big quarterback with a solid arm. He inaccurate as hell. This nigga fucking sucked. Now, he did have moments where he showed that potential, even moments where he'll try to move outside the pocket, but this nigga was ass.
To move
and he sold one of the best defenses I've ever seen. CJ Stroud, don't you do it, bastard. Don't you do it. You better correct this shit.
On from him following the 2018 season. After leaving Jacksonville, Bortles bounced around the league as a backup with the Rams, Broncos, Packers, and Saints. While he wasn't the franchise quarterback the Jaguars hoped for when they drafted him 3rd overall, Bortles still lasted nearly a decade in the NFL and accomplished more than many fans remember. Looking back, he wasn't a complete bust, but he also never became the star Jacksonville envisioned.
With the 4th pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select Sammy Watkins.
Oh, my God. Sammy Watkins is a prospect that really tricked me. I thought this guy, it's a rain delay, fuck. I thought Sammy Watkins was going to be the next best thing. CJ Stroud is not a bust right now. You're lying. Yo, Vaughn! Bobby, that would have been 5! Get the subs. I appreciate the chat. Please do me a favor and spam W's in the chat. For my dog, Vaughn. You show a whole lot of love, and I appreciate you. No cap, bro. If you're talking about, if you're going to call a guy that went to a franchise that has not been in to the playoffs in a long time, and each one of his 3 seasons, he brought them to the playoffs. And on top of that, they've won a game each season that he's been there. When we have a history of not doing anything, a bust, you don't know football, and I'm not going to let you rage bait me. Keep going.
Receiver Clemson.
4th player taken. With the 4th overall pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills selected Sammy Watkins. Coming out of Clemson, Watkins was considered one of the best wide receiver prospects in years. His elite speed, route running, and playmaking ability made him a dangerous weapon, and the Bills were so determined to get him that they traded up 5 spots to make sure nobody else could. Watkins showed flashes of the player many expected him to become, including a breakout 2015 season where he recorded over 1,000 receiving yards despite playing in just 13 games. Unfortunately, injuries became a recurring
hurt,
theme
you're
throughout
right.
his career and prevented him from ever reaching his full potential. After 3 seasons in Buffalo, Watkins bounced around the league, spending time with the Rams, Chiefs, Ravens, and Packers. While he never developed into the superstar receiver many envisioned, he still carved out a solid
He was so nice in college, bro.
NFL career and played an important role on the Chiefs team that won Super Bowl 54.
Sammy Watkins for the touchdown.
Looking back, Watkins wasn't worth the massive investment the Bills made to move up and draft him 4th overall. However, thanks to over 50,000 career receiving yards and a Super Bowl ring, he avoided being labeled as one of the biggest busts of his era.
With the 5th pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Oakland Raiders select Khalil Mack.
Oh my goodness, Khalil Mack. He had Texan fans jealous. See, at first, when this shit started, real niggas remember, niggas like, oh no, the Texans fucked up. They could have got Khalil Mack. Because the way that he started his career, oh my goodness, straight up demon. And even I started looking at it like, fuck, bro, why Clowney can't do that? Nigga, demon.
5th player taken. With the 5th overall pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Oakland Raiders selected Khalil Mack. Coming out of Buffalo, Mack was one of the most dominant defensive players in college football and quickly proved he belonged at the NFL level. After a solid rookie season, Mack exploded into one of the league's premier pass rushers. In 2015, he earned his first Pro Bowl selection and became the first player in NFL history to be named first-team All-Pro at 2 different positions in the same season. A year later, he won Defensive Player of the Year after recording 11 sacks and leading the Raiders to their first playoff appearance in over a decade. Following a contract dispute with Oakland, Mack was traded to the Chicago Bears in a blockbuster deal before the 2018 season. He continued to play at an elite level in Chicago, earning multiple Pro Bowl selections before later spending time with the Chargers. Now entering the later stages of his career, Mack has recorded over 100 career sacks, earned 9 Pro Bowl selections, and built a resume that could eventually land him in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Looking back, the Raiders absolutely got this pick right, as Mack became one of the best defensive players of his generation.
With the 6th pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Jake Matthews, tackle, Texas A&M.
I don't remember Jake Matthews neither. Like, he was decent?
6th player taken. With the 6th overall pick in the 2000.
Now, the thing is, I don't want to discredit every lineman that I see. But just some names just don't ring a bell. He was good. He's still good. Oh, he's good. All right. I just don't remember bro like that.
2014 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons selected Jake Matthews, the son of Hall of Famer Bruce Matthews. Jake entered the draft as one of the safest prospects available and was expected to become a long-term fixture on Atlanta's offensive line. Unlike many of the players near the top of the draft, Matthews quietly delivered exactly what the Falcons hoped for. He immediately stepped into a starting role and spent more than a decade protecting Matt Ryan and
that nigga come from the Matthews family, though. Them niggas play some football.
Anchoring Atlanta's offensive line. Throughout his career, Matthews established himself as one of the league's most reliable left tackles. While he was never the flashiest player and rarely made headlines, his consistency helped him earn multiple Pro Bowl selections and the respect of players around the league. Now entering his 13th NFL season, Matthews remains with the Falcons and has started well over 190 games for the franchise.
Oh, this is an absolute great pick, a staple pick. He's still on that fucking team, a fucking staple.
Looking back, Atlanta may not have landed a superstar, but they found something just as valuable, a dependable franchise left tackle who has been a cornerstone of their offensive line for more than a decade.
With the 7th pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Mike Evans, wide receiver.
Oh, you want to talk about consistency. You want to talk about a steal. You want to talk about a gold jacket. Mike Evans is him.
Texas A&M.
7th player taken. With the 7th overall pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers selected Mike Evans. Coming out of Texas A&M, Evans was one of the most physically gifted receivers in the draft. At 6'5" with elite ball skills, he gave defenses matchup.
Yeah, man, they took Sammy over him. And from college, I get it, but boy, that was wrong.
Problems from the moment he entered the league.
End zone passes Evans and a touchdown.
Imagine if they would have, obviously it wouldn't have went the same way, but let's just say shit stayed the same. They took Mike Evans, team continued to play that way, then they end up with Josh Allen and Mike Evans. Whoa.
touchdown.
Evans wasted no time making an impact, recording over 1,000 receiving yards as a rookie. What followed was one of the most consistent careers by a wide receiver in NFL history. Year after year, Evans continued to produce regardless of who was throwing him the football, becoming the go-to target for multiple quarterbacks throughout his career. In 2020, Evans helped the Buccaneers win Super Bowl 55 alongside Tom Brady, adding a championship to an already impressive resume. Over the next decade, he established himself as one of the most productive receivers of his generation, surpassing 13,000 career receiving yards, scoring over 100 touchdowns, and recording 11 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons to begin his career, an NFL record.
And throws. Back shoulder for Evans, and just like that, touchdown, Tampa Bay.
After spending the first 12 seasons of his career in Tampa Bay, Evans signed a 3-year contract with the San Francisco 49ers during the 2026 offseason. Looking back, the Buccaneers...
I ain't gonna lie, no cap. I think they paid him a crazy amount of money. I don't know about that one, bro. He's fresh off of his first season where he didn't get 1,000. And I get it, he got hurt. He's also older, bro.
Absolutely nailed it.
I don't know.
Pick. And with his production, longevity, and championship pedigree, Evans has built a resume that could eventually earn him a spot in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Do you guys think he'll get it?
With the 8th pick in the 2014 NFL Draft,
what's his name?
The Cleveland Browns select Justin Gilbert.
Oh, bust of hell.
Defensive back, Oklahoma State.
8th player taken. With the 8th overall pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns selected Justin Gilbert. Coming out of Oklahoma State, Gilbert was considered one of the top cornerback prospects in the country. His elite athleticism, ball skills, and returnability made him an attractive option for a Browns franchise desperately looking for playmakers on defense. Unfortunately, Gilbert's NFL career never got off the ground. He struggled to earn playing time as a rookie and quickly found himself falling out of favor with Cleveland's coaching staff. After 2 disappointing seasons with the Browns, Gilbert was traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers in hopes of getting a fresh start. That fresh start never came. Gilbert appeared in only a handful of games for Pittsburgh before injuries and off-field concerns derailed his career. By the age of 25, he was already out of the NFL.
Insane, the biggest bust of this video already.
Looking back, Gilbert is widely regarded as one of the biggest busts in Browns history and one of the biggest draft busts of the 2010s.
And 1 pick before Mike Evans. Oof.
To make matters even worse, Browns later drafted Johnny Manziel in the same draft class. While several other stars emerged from the 2014 draft class, Gilbert's career serves as a reminder of just how quickly things can go wrong in the NFL.
With the 9th pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select Anthony Barr, linebacker.
Barr was nice. I like this pick.
UCLA.
9th player taken. With the 9th overall pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings selected Anthony Barr. Coming out of UCLA, Barr was one of the most intriguing defensive prospects in the draft, thanks to his rare combination of size, speed, and versatility. After making the transition from running back to linebacker in college, Barr quickly developed into one of the nation's top defensive players. Barr made an immediate impact in Minnesota, earning 4 Pro Bowl selections during his first 5 seasons with the team. Throughout his career, he became known as a reliable and versatile linebacker who could rush the passer, defend the run, and drop into coverage.
And the thing about Anthony Barr, bro, people was like, oh, he a raw prospect. It might take him some time. No, he started hooping damn near immediate.
When needed.
Second down 10. Blunt. Grabbed right away and knocked down.
He was an example of, bro, put him out there, we'll figure it out.
After spending 8 seasons with the Vikings, Barr signed with the Dallas Cowboys for the 2022 season before eventually returning to Minnesota. While he was never considered one of the elite linebackers in football, he carved out a long and successful NFL career and remained a valuable starter for more than a decade. Barr has not appeared in an NFL game since the 2023 season, but looking back, he still put together a solid career most teams would gladly take from a top 10 pick. 4 Pro Bowls over a decade.
If Barr was on the same team as Miles Jack, I'm lying then because I watched him because I legit watched Miles Jack in college. When I heard what he was doing, I had to watch it.
In the league and more than 100 career starts made this a pick the Vikings can feel good about. 10th player taken. With the 10th overall pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions selected Eric Ebron.
Nice pick. I don't blame these at all.
Coming out of North Carolina, Ebron was considered one of the most athletic tight ends in the entire draft. His speed, size, and receiving ability made many believe he could become one of the league's next great pass-catching tight ends. While Ebron showed flashes throughout his career, he never consistently lived up to the expectations that come from being a top 10 pick. During his 4 seasons in Detroit, drop passes became a recurring issue and frustrated many Lions fans, especially as players like Aaron Donald and Odell Beckham Jr. went on to become stars after being selected later in the draft. After leaving Detroit, Ebron enjoyed the best season season of his career with the Indianapolis Colts in 2018, catching 13 touchdown passes and earning the first Pro Bowl selection of his career. He later spent time with the
I ain't gonna lie, I'm feeling the way of them the Lions. As soon as you leave, you start balling, boy, fuck you.
Pittsburgh Steelers before injuries began to take a toll. Ebron has not appeared in an NFL game since the 2021 season. Looking back, he wasn't a complete bust, but considering who was still available when Detroit made the pick, Lions fans will always wonder what could have been. 11th player taken. With the 11th overall pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans selected Taylor Lewan, coming out of
Absolute fucking steal at 11.
Michigan. Lewan was viewed as one of the top offensive tackle prospects in the draft and was expected to become a cornerstone of Tennessee's offensive line for years to come. Lewan quickly lived up to those expectations. After becoming a full-time starter, he developed into one of the better left tackles in football, earning 3 consecutive Pro Bowl selections from 2016 to 2018. His tough
in the era where the Titans football kind of played soft, didn't have a whole lot of aggression, you know, if you was playing them on Sundays, he was coming to play. This is what I mean. Like, some tackles don't be noticeable. There's no way you're watching the Titans and don't notice that left tackle. This nigga was a dog.
His personality and leadership helped make him one of the faces of the Titans franchise during some of their most successful seasons. Lewan spent 9 seasons with the Titans and played a major role in helping Tennessee reach the AFC Championship game during the 2019 season. Unfortunately, injuries began to pile up later in his career, limiting his effectiveness during his final years in the league. Lewan last played during the 2022 season before retiring from the NFL shortly after. Looking back, the Titans got exactly what they hoped for when they drafted him.
With the 12th pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Odell Beckham, wide receiver, LSU.
This is a really fucking good draft.
12th player taken. And finally, with the 12th overall pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the New York Giants selected Odell Beckham Jr., coming out of LSU. Odell was viewed as one of the most explosive playmakers in the draft, but few could have predicted how quickly he would take the NFL by storm. Despite missing the first 4 games of his rookie season, Odell exploded onto the scene with 91 catches, 1,305 yards, and 12 touchdowns in just 12.
I'm being so for real, and it's not because I've seen these numbers. Like, I'm just thinking about how it was to watch Odell play. I don't know how anybody really slandered that motherfucker. He was a good player. Now, it's just that catch took him to a whole nother damn, it took him to the moon. And it might have put him in conversation that people felt like he didn't deserve to be in, but that catch was insane.
Games.
Now he goes with Beckham Jr.
You know, get open.
Earning Offensive Rookie of the Year honors. Over his first 3 seasons, he was selected to 3 straight Pro Bowls and established himself as one of the most electrifying receivers in football. Along the way, he produced one of the most iconic plays in NFL history with his unforgettable one-handed catch against the Cowboys. After 5 seasons in New York, the Giants shocked the football world by trading Odell to the Cleveland Browns in 2019. While expectations were sky high, injuries and inconsistency prevented him from ever reaching the same heights.
That pissed people off. But yeah, but you got to know, like, bro, if you take shit like, take the niggas that was in the 80s out of there, all right? Yeah, we know Jerry played the game the right way, get a touchdown, and just maybe you hit one little celebration, get up out of there. But receivers at the primarily are flashy people. Honestly, if my receiver ain't really like trying to move in a certain way, I don't even think this nigga good. I don't need you to be like an AJ Brown. You need the ball all the time, but receiver gotta have that dog in him. You gotta have some kind of demeanor. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I'm portraying it right, but like, I don't mind him talking and moving the way he moves if you produce. Now, when you stop producing is when it's a problem.
He enjoyed with the Giants. Odell later joined the Los Angeles Rams and played a key role during their Super Bowl winning season before suffering a torn ACL in Super Bowl.
Oh, that was terrible, gang. Larry Fitzgerald was just about business, though. You always got outliers and anomalies and shit like that. Calvin Johnson about business. Shit, Calvin Johnson to talk his shit, too. But the thing is, a lot of niggas didn't say nothing to Calvin because y'all got to triple team me. What the fuck is wrong with you, boy?
56. Odell.
Listen, yes, they have receivers that don't do all that shit. They let that game play. You got your Larrys, your Calvins, your Andres, your Julios. Julios didn't talk too fucking crazy. Who else? I can't say Mike Evans because he was going crazy with what's the name? AJ Brown. He talk a little bit. But at the end of the day, you also Andre Johnson would beat you say Andre, but Andre Johnson, that's why it's a shock about that play. That's why people still talk about it. Bro, he never really talked on the field like that. ever. And you could tell he had confidence in his game, the way he moved, and he was a leader on the team. But nah, it was a surprise that he fought that nigga. Like, what did you do to make Andre mad is what people were saying.
He would later spend time with the Ravens and Dolphins before officially returning to the Giants in 2026, bringing his career full circle. Looking back, injuries may have prevented him from reaching a Hall of Fame trajectory, but at his peak, few receivers in NFL history were as dominant and exciting to watch as Odell Beckham Jr.
Like,
For more of the
is
best
what
sports
I mean.
content on YouTube, click on
While
this
he's
video
not talking
on the
crazy
screen.
shit, but you can tell when if you watch him play, he was like, yo, I'm a #1 receiver. I don't care who on the team. He had that confidence about him. That's what I mean, like, with his demeanor. Like, yeah, everybody didn't dance like Odell and everybody didn't move like that, but your #1 receiver gotta feel like you that fucking guy. Or we get your ass up out of here. Good video. So is that
T.S. Wow, wow, T.S. Wow, 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 T.S. Wow, 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 T.S.